Hi, Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 2, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 3, Chapter 33, the resuscitation of Indra in the context of the destruction of Jalandhara in the Shiva Puran. Hari Om Tat Sat. Vyasa said, O Holy Lord, Son of Brahma, it has been heard by me before that the Lord Shiva killed the great Asura Jalandhara. O Intelligent One, please narrate the story of the moon-crested Lord in detail, who can be satiated with listening to the spotless glory of the Lord. Suta said, on being requested thus by Vyasa, the great sage and son of Brahma, of eloquent speech, spoke the following significant words without excitement. Sanat Kumara said, O sage, once Brihaspati and Indra went to Kailasa with great devotion to see Lord Shiva. Coming to know of the arrival of Brihaspati and Indra eager to see him, Lord Shiva wished to test their knowledge. Accordingly, the Lord, the excellent goal of the good, stood blocking their path in the naked form with matted hair and beaming face. Brihaspati and Indra were walking on gleefully. On their way, they saw this wonderful person of huge size. He was quiet and composed and very refulgent, with matted hair on his head. He was fair-complexioned, with long arms and wide chest. He was terrible to look at, without realizing that the person who stood there, blocking their path, was Shiva himself. Indra, who was proud of his authority, said to him, Indra said, Oh, who are you? Where have you come from? What is your name? Tell me truly. Is the Lord Shiva in his apartment, or has he gone anywhere? Sanat Kumara said, O sage, when being asked by Indra thus, he did not say anything. Indra asked him again, but the naked person did not say anything. Indra, the supreme lord of the worlds, asked again. The Lord, the great yogin who assumes forms variously, kept quiet. The naked Lord, though asked repeatedly by Indra, did not say anything, for he wanted to test the knowledge of Indra. Then the Lord of gods, proud of the wealth of the three worlds, became enraged. Rebuking the Lord with matted hair, he spoke these words. Indra said, O evil-minded one, though asked, you did not reply to me. Hence I am going to kill you with my thunderbolt. Who can save you? Sanat Kumara said, after saying this and looking at him ferociously, Indra raised his thunderbolt in order to kill him. On seeing Indra lifting up his thunderbolt, Shiva prevented the fall of the thunderbolt by making his hand benumbed. Then Shiva became furious. His eyes became terrible. He blazed with his burning splendor. Then Indra, burnt within himself by the benumbing of his arm, like a serpent whose exploits had been curbed by pronouncing magical formulas. On seeing him resplendent, Brihaspati realized immediately that he was Lord Shiva himself and bowed to him. Then the noble-minded Brihaspati joined his palms in reverence. He prostrated before him on the ground and began to eulogize the Lord. Brihaspati said, Obeisance to Shiva, the chief lord of the gods, the supreme soul, the three-eyed, possessed of matted hair. Obeisance to the succoring lord of the distressed, the destroyer of Andhaka and the Tripuras, and identical with Brahma, the Paramestan. Obeisance to Shiva of odd eyes, of diverse, deformed, and surpassing features, going beyond all forms. Obeisance to the destroyer of sacrifice of Daksha, to the bestower of fruits and fruits of sacrifice, identical with sacrifice, and the initiator of the great rites. Obeisance to Shiva, the annihilator of time, of the form of time, the wearer of black serpents, the great Lord, and the omnipresent. Obeisance to the destroyer of Brahma's head, the one eulogized by Brahma and the moon. Obeisance to you, favorably disposed to Brahmins. Obeisance to you, the great soul. You are the fire, the wind, the ether, the waters, the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, and the solar system. You alone are Vishnu, Brahma, and eulogized by them. You are the great Lord, the sages, Sanaka, etc. You are Narada, the great saint. You alone are the Lord of all the worlds, the soul of the universe. You are converging in everything and different from everything. You alone are greater than Prakriti. I am his emissary. I have been sent by him. I have come to you here. My name is Ghasmara, but I am not a devourer. He is of exalted in intellect. His behest has never been defiled. He has defeated all the enemies of Asuras. Please listen to what he says. Jalandhara said, O base god, why was my father the ocean churned by you with the mountain? Why were all the jewels of my father taken away? What you have done is not proper. Return all of them to me immediately. Pondering over this, come along with the gods and seek refuge in me. Otherwise, O base god, you will have a great cause to fear. You will run the risk of the annihilation of your kingdom. Sanat Kumara said, when hearing the words of the messenger Indra, the lord of the gods was bewildered. Remembering the previous incidents, he was frightened as well as angry. He spoke to him thus. Indra said, he gave shelter to the mountains who were terribly afraid of me. Others too, some of my enemies, the Asuras, were formerly saved by him. It was due to this that I took away his jewels. Those who oppose me can never remain happy. I am telling you the truth. Formerly, the Asura Sankha, the son of the ocean, was stupid enough to be inimical to me. He was spared by me because he was associated with saintly men. But when his predilection became sinful and he became violent towards saintly men, he was killed in the interior of the ocean by Vishnu, my younger brother. Hence, O messenger, go immediately and explain to the Asura, son of the ocean, our purpose for churning the ocean. Sanat Kumara said, dismissed thus by Indra, the intelligent emissary, Ghasmara hastened to the place where the heroic Jalandhara was present. All the words thus spoken by Indra were narrated to the king of Asuras by the intelligent emissary. When hearing it, the lips of the Asura throbbed with anger. Desirous of conquering the gods, he exerted himself immediately. In that enterprise of the lord of the Asuras, countless Asuras from all the quarters and the Neither region took part and helped him. Then the extremely heroic and valorous son of the ocean set forth with countless generals, Shumba, Nishumba, and others. Very soon, he reached the heaven along with his force. He blew his conch. All the heroic soldiers roared. After going to heaven, he stationed himself in Nandana. In the midst of all his forces, he roared like a lion. On seeing a vast army surrounding the city, the gods came out of Amaravati fully equipped with armor for the battle. Then a battle between the armies of the gods and Asuras ensued. They rushed against one another with iron clubs, arrows, maces, axes, and spears. They hit one another. Within a short time, both the armies began to wade through streams of blood. In that battle, the ground shone like the dust, with clouds scattered all around, for it was strewn with elephants, horses, chariots, and foot soldiers. Some were killed, and others were being killed. Bhargava resuscitated the Asuras killed in the battle with the vidya of Amrita Jivani and drops of water infused with mantras. The sage Angirasa too resuscitated the gods in the battle with the divine herbs frequently brought from the mountain Drona. Jalandhara saw the gods restored to life again in the battle. He then spoke angrily to Bhargava. Jalandhara said, "The gods have been killed by me. How do they rise up again? The vidya of Sanjeevani has not been heard by me to exist elsewhere." Sanat Kumara said, on hearing these words of the son of the ocean, the delighted Bhargava, the preceptor, replied to Jalandhara. Bhargava said, "Angiras is bringing divine herbs from the mountain Drona and enlivening the gods. O dear, know my words to be true. O dear, if you wish for victory, listen to my auspicious suggestion. Immediately you shall uproot the mountain Drona with your arms and hurl it into the ocean." Sanat Kumara said, thus addressed by his preceptor, Bhargava, the lord of the Asuras, hastened to the lofty mountain. With his powerful arms, the Asura brought the mountain Drona and hurled it immediately into the ocean. There is nothing wonderful and mysterious in regard to the splendor of Shiva. The great hero, the son of the ocean, took a vast army with him, came to the battleground and began to kill the gods with various weapons. On seeing the gods being killed, Brahaspati went to the mountain Drona. Then he, the object of praise and worship by the gods, did not see the mountain there. On realizing that the mountain Drona had been removed by the Asuras, Brahaspati was terrified. He returned and said dejectedly, Brihaspati said, "O gods, run away, all of you. There is no trace of the great mountain Drona. Certainly it has been destroyed by the Asura, the son of the ocean. Jalandhara is a great Asura. He cannot be conquered since he is born of a part of Shiva. He will pound all the gods. His power has been understood by me as he is self-born. O gods, all of you remember the act of offense to Shiva perpetrated by Indra." Sanat Kumara said on hearing these words, uttered by the preceptor of the gods, they abandoned all hopes of victory. They became excessively terrified. All the gods, including Indra, struck by the king of the Asuras all round, lost courage and fled in all directions. On seeing the gods routed, the Asura, Jalandhara, the son of the ocean, entered Amaravati with sounds of victory from the conches and drums. When the Asura entered the city, Indra and other gods entered the cavern of the golden mountain Meru and remained there. They had been extremely harassed by the Asuras. O sage, at the same time the Asura appointed Shumba and other Asuras severely in the places of authority of Indra and others. He then went into the cavern of the golden mountain. Sanat Kumara said, even as the ocean said these words, the son of the ocean caught hold of the neck of Brahma and shook it several times. In due course, tears came out of the eyes of Brahma, the creator of all the worlds, afflicted by the juggling and jolting. Brahma somehow extricated himself from the grip of the son of the ocean by means of his hands and spoke to the ocean. Brahma said, "O ocean, listen, I shall narrate the future as predicted from the horoscope entirely Be attentive, please. Since he was able to make my eyes water, let him be famous in the name of Jalandhara. He will become a youth now itself. He will become a master of all sacred laws, very valorous, courageous, heroic, invincible, and majestic like you. Like Kartikeya, he will be the conqueror of all in battles. He will shine with all sorts of prosperity. This boy will become the emperor of Asuras. He will conquer even Vishnu. He will face defeat from no quarter. He cannot be slain by anyone except Shiva. He will return to the place from where he sprang up. His wife will be a chaste lady who will increase good fortune. She will be exquisitely beautiful in every limb. She will be an ocean of good conduct and will speak pleasing words. Sanat Kumara said. After saying so, he called Sukra and performed his coronation. Brahma then took leave of the ocean and disappeared. Thereafter, the ocean with blooming eyes saw the sun, took him to his abode joyously. With a joyous heart, he nurtured the boy with diverse great means. The boy grew into a beautiful youth of exquisite limbs and wonderful splendor. Then the ocean invited the great Asura, Kalanimi, and requested him to give his daughter named Vrinda in marriage to his son. O sage, the heroic Asura, Kalanimi, foremost among the Asuras, intelligent and efficient in his activities, welcomed the requests of the ocean. He gave his beloved daughter to Jalandhara, the brave son of the ocean, in marriage, performing the nuptial rites according to the Brahma style. O sage, great festivities were held in the marriage. The rivers and Asuras were happy. The ocean too became extremely happy, seeing his son united to a bride. In accordance with the rules, he made charitable gifts to the Brahmins and others. Those Asuras who had been formerly defeated by the gods and had sought shelter in Patala came fearlessly to the earth and resorted to him. Kalanimi and other Asuras were pleased after giving the daughter in marriage to the son of the ocean. In order to defeat the gods there, they resorted to him. The heroic son of the ocean, Jalandhara, foremost among the Asura warriors, received a very beautiful lady as his wife, and he ruled over the kingdom with the support of Sukra. Footnotes. 203. For the similarity of idea and verbal expression, compare Kalidasa's Raghuvamsa. That's pertaining to 204. Andaka was an Asura of great prowess who became so arrogant that he attempted to abduct both Shiva and Parvati. A great battle was fought between the two in the Mahakala forest of Avanti. Shiva slew the Asura and obtained the appellation, the slayer of Andaka, for himself. 212. The Asura Sanka was killed by Vishnu for his defiant and oppressive attitude. 213. Brihaspati is called Angiras. In fact, Angiras, born of the coals from the semen of Prajapati, was the father of Brihaspati. 214. It is a mythical mountain abounding in herbs, efficacious for restoring the dead to life. It was thrown in the ocean by Jalandhara to prevent the gods using its herbs for the resuscitation of their dead. However, there is a mountain of this name in Kumaon, 16 miles from Raniket in the district of Almora. See Bajpayee. Amrita Jivani was a secret law that restored the dead to life. This was the exclusive possession of Bhargava, Shukra, the preceptor of the Asuras. 215. It is the mythical capital of Indra's heaven, situated on the golden Mount Meru. 208. Kalanimi, the great Asura, was the son of Virochana and the great-grandson of Hiranyakashipu. His daughter Vrinda was married to Jalandhara. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Parvapranaratam Vyom Veshwaratam Jagannatham Om Tyo Mata Chapitaatma Tyo Bandhu Shatra Sakatva Hari Om Tat Sat.